I mean, it is 575 brake horsepower.
This is the news.
Welcome back. Week 2.
Week DOS.
We made it another week of lockdown. Boom. So, I mean, that's a major achievement, really.
It is. I mean, it's day by day, week by week at the moment, isn't it? I think it's safe to say that I think you guys appreciated last week.
Yeah, I mean,
it went down very well.
I think it went down very well, yeah.
And we've got plenty more this week. In fact, last week was a mere soup song in preparation for this week's main event. And what a main event we have, Chris.
Yes. Which one? I mean,
exactly.
There's so many. And on top of this, we have studio lighting, so we look prettier. I've increased the makeup levels, so I should be sheening less.
Trumping loads.
But yeah, it's going to be a banger. So sit back, hold on tight, because we're going to rock you.
Yeah.
Right then, so what's first, Ali Wally?
Well, let's start off with some new bikes, shall we, Chris?
Yes, let's do it.
Bit quiet today, or much quieter than last week anyway. So there was news that there was the release of KTM's 890 Duke. Now that is replacing the 790 Duke, and essentially it's a simpler, kind of more boring version of the 890R.
And what's the difference between the R and the non-R?
It's an R with less RE. It's an R with less R.
I mean,
it looks pretty much similar. Yeah.
So it's just an R.
No.
Non-R.
It's a less sporty version of
less
the R.
R.
Yeah.
A lower caps R.
Yeah.
Lower caps,
Okay,
lowercase.
Yeah.
Why is everything R anyway? Ra,
Racy.
R, SP, R.
Ring sting.
I think they need a new letter.
SP.
That's been done there, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Z.
Yeah. Well, Kawasaki kind of own that, don't they?
Yeah.
Something really Q. Mind you, they're for like dodgy cut and shuts, aren't they? Q plates.
Yeah. J plates from the Jersey, from the tax dodgers. Well, Chris, I hate to break it to you, mate, but the Northwest 200 has been cancelled.
I'm upset.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good. Everything's being cancelled, and I can't see it changing for a long time. I think we're in this for a while.
But it's not all about doom and gloom here. Like I said last week, we're bringing you some positivity. But unfortunately, yes, the Northwest 200 is cancelled. And we do have our resident road racer, Boothie. Boothie, are you there? Can you hear us? Can you give us a bit more info on that one?
Yes, I can hear you, crystal clear. And you're absolutely right, Al. The Phonacab Nickel Oil's International Northwest 200 has once again been cancelled. And what can I say? I can't imagine there's a lot of people particularly shocked given the state of the world at the moment. Now, the Coleraine District Motor Club did tell us that they looked at trying to run the event a bit later on in the year, perhaps August. That was deemed too big a risk because, let's face it, no one really knows what's going to happen in 2021. That's all from me this week. Hopefully we'll be back next time with some better news. This is Mike Booth, 44 Teeth News, by The Shed.
That was Michael Booth, by The Shed.
Next up, a bit more racing for you.
Okay.
Leon Camier, I mean, lovely bloke, what a racer. I think we've never seen his true potential.
Let's put this down here. Okay. Yes. Handsome devil as well.
Handsome devil, yeah. Lives in Andorra, handsome.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Got it all, isn't he?
Yeah. Now, surprise news, he was this week announced as Honda World Superbike's team manager, which was...
Manager?
Team manager. He's ridden every single manufacturer.
Okay.
Every single manufacturer.
So he's experienced?
Oh, he's a proper bike whore, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, surprise move. Obviously he's very young, he's like the Mikel Arteta of the motorcycling world. So, yeah, like I said, surprising move, but obviously he knows he's raced for pretty much every team under the sun. And I think it's good news, so good luck to him. I also got to point out, every single rider that I've raced with in my career, they'll beat me, yeah. But every single rider, I could understand what they were doing, how they were going fast, except Leon Camier. He was head and shoulders. I mean, he blitzed that 2009 British Superbike season. And every time I followed someone faster than me, I could understand what they were doing, I just couldn't do it. But Camille, he was just on another level. So, good luck, Leon.
And now to the police, where it's come to our attention that Hampshire police came under a bit of fire for stating on social media that they do not chase motorcycle thieves on motorcycles, which is just stupid, isn't it? I mean,
unbelievable.
I don't buy this. Oh, you can't knock them over. If they've done something wrong, if you're a decent person, you stop. If you're being chased by the police,
yeah.
I think they should just ram them off the road. But anyway,
run the twats over. Just hit them off. They're just scum. They're the worst people in the world.
100%. 100% scars.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Hampshire police caught up with MCN, who got the scoop on this, and now they've released a statement saying they are going to chase little thugs on motorcycles. So well done, and actually about bloody time.
Yeah.
About bloody time.
Because it used to be they didn't chase people on bikes without helmets.
Correct.
So all the thieving little fucks
just took their helmets off.
Just took their helmets off. And Kel Surprise, no one touched them. And now they're saying, or certain police are saying, that they won't chase them even if they got helmets on. That is just.
I mean,
oh my
why not
God.
just go, if you've got nothing to lose, just go, well, I'm just going to go out and rob a load of stuff and no one's going to chase me.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well done. Oh, but he's had a hard upbringing, hasn't
he?
Fuck him.
Fuck off.
So a Brexit plus in the mire of potential negatives. Now, UK speeders may not get tracked back if we get pinged and flashed by a French speed camera, because now we are not part of the same rule book which says you have to give us the information in order to track down Mr. Al for speeding in his naughty vanny wanny. That doesn't account for Switzerland, sadly, which would have been a much better option. But anyway, so now you can just go on the auto route and let rip.
That's good though, isn't it? I mean, I'm not encouraging. We're not condoning speeding in the slightest.
No, but if you happen to be confused about the 130 mile an hour, 130 kilometre per hour sign, then you could just not stop.
No, you still have to stop, but the point is speed cameras. That's what they're saying.
And I just get the Glock out. Fuck you, Poirot. So it's just speed cameras. So but anyway, that's a bit of positivity, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
If we're ever allowed to drive in fucking France again. What's next?
Well, fuck off. Where's my fucking... Fuck off.
Fitbit.
Mick Extents. God, Mick.
We're on TV.
We're on TV. Mick, we're on TV. Mick.
Sorry, Mick, we're on TV. But I do want to buy one of your KTM 250 thingies.
Just going back to the racing briefly. Now, of course, there was supposed to be a Jerez World Superbike test.
Carry on.
Oh, sorry, carry on, shall I? There was supposed to be a Jerez World Superbike test happening right now, the last 3 days. Unfortunately, it rained constantly, pretty much, in Jerez. Which is a bit of a shame, because I'm really looking forward to seeing some proper race bikes for the first time this year in a world of poo-poo and wee-wee. I was really looking forward to seeing some Gucci factory metal, but unfortunately...
Absolutely gutted. Yeah. Absolutely gutted. I love Jerez as well. Nice bars near the airport.
Yeah.
I think it might be shut now, but anyway. Yeah. So, not a bit light on news this week.
We are very light on news, but we've got lots coming up, so stay tuned.
Get your rat out.
Get your rat out.
Now, welcome to a new segment we've got on the show, which is called Get Your Rat Out.
Get your rat out.
So, what this entails is basically people showing us pictures of their ratty motorcycles.
And it was... Facebook went mad this week. Thank you to everyone who posted. And of course, we've got very limited time and the ability to choose every single one. So we have got a select few this week for you.
Couple of bangers.
Couple of ratties. So
we'll go straight in there with Chris Stevens' attempt. I mean, what is it?
It's a Honda Bros something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's that rear wheel setup going on there?
I think that is a genuine NC30 rear wheel.
Was a Honda Bros a single-sided swing arm, was it?
Yes, it was.
Was it? Wow.
The 3-spoke normally.
I love that subframe that's going on
That's
as well.
beautiful. I love the tank. I think it's. It looks like one of those. What do they call it? The Rattler.
Patina.
Patina, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty dreamy. I mean, for me, it's all about that rear subframe section and just that seat that looks like it's just sort of, I don't know, the top part of a boxing glove or something. It's just pretty.
And the fact the rear wheel is worth more than the whole bike.
Yeah.
Get your rat out.
And now we're on to Isaac Myhill's little attempt, which is an Aprilia RS50.
I think that is kind of half attempt at rat, half cool, isn't it? I love the different colour panels.
I mean, it's like, is there a matching panel on the whole machine?
Differing wheels.
Look, tasty little arrow exhaust, or
Yeah.
it could be one of the little Chinese fake carbon ones with an arrow sticker on it.
Awo.
A nice little anodised bar end going on there as well. That's always nice.
Yeah, plus points for that. Yeah.
And safety conscious with the American style indicator reflector on the front hugger.
I was going to say that is definitely not an original hugger because
it's definitely not.
I think that's a new RS50 or an RS125 hugger.
Well done, Isaac. But I think, I mean, that's got potential to be an all right bike.
Yeah.
So I think get your rat out of the week goes to Mr. Stevens.
Get your rat out.
Show us your muffler. And on to the next feature. Again, we put it onto social media this week. Again, massive selection. And this is called Show Us Your Muffler. First off, I mean, this is a proper muffler, but Dan Hash Brown sent in this picture of him and his kid on their matching Africa twins. He's got a full Akrapovic
Akapaka. Isn't he in the Night Garden?
Yeah, oh my God. Whoever wrote that was on serious LSD. Big up Dan Hash Brown, thanks for sending that in.
Is that his real name, Hash Brown?
No, I'm sure it's Dan Brown.
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah.
I would love a Hash Brown. Anyway.
But we'll get onto that later on.
There's a segue for that, yeah.
And moving on to the next one, we have Aaron Ridgely's Honda CBR 650. And Aaron is rocking a rather tasty, not sure if it's a full system or just a can, but it's I do like those underslung puppies.
Little under the belly number.
Yes.
A belly button.
Do like that. Well done, Aaron.
It's actually quite a handsome bike.
It is, yeah.
For a 650, it's
simple but effective.
It's a nice, it has a bigger presence
Definitely.
than it should. Especially with that growler. We could show us your growler. Should have called it that. Anyway, that's one for next week.
Well, next week we'll just change it. Send in pictures of your wives.
Yeah, readers' wides.
Readers wides.
Readers' wides. Like just their gapers. With what are those things called? Speculums.
Oh, God. Right. And next up we have Ian Paleko. I mean, who doesn't love a 2.0 with an SC Project can on? I mean, that is 10 out of 10 for that one. Well done, Ian. Loving your muffler. And next up, we have Tom Hatcher's MT-01. I mean, I love an original MT-01. What a bike. 0 to 60. no, they were rapid.
No,
before your time,
meaty.
mate.
It looks
before
meaty.
they were ridiculous. 2.5 second 0 to 60s they were. Like that.
That actually looks like a 2004 R1 swing arm. Would that be a parts bin special?
I tell you what, that's a good spot, Chris. That's a very good spot.
Well,
I'm
a very clever man, aren't I?
You look like a man who's owned one. Anyway, that's enough of this week's mufflers. Let's see what's next.
Who won muffler of the week?
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Who won? That's a good point. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for.
I'm going to go for the Honda.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't. I love the 2.0, but I don't. It's too tall, that exhaust.
No, I know. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
50-50. Ian, well done. Congratulations. Also, Aaron, you take Chris's vote, so it's a 50-50 split this week.
And my vote's way more important. So. So we've actually got, if you stay tuned to the end of this programme, we're giving away, we've got probably one of the biggest, not even probably,
No,
definitely
massive.
one of the biggest giveaways we've ever done.
By a long way.
Where RST saw this last week and loved it, as did everyone, because we're brilliant. But they've given us not just like a glove or two, some proper prizes. So we're going to fill you in at the end of the show.
And I think it's about time we headed over to our resident mechanic, James Holland, for James Holland's tip of the week.
Oh, James Holland's tip.
Oh, well, that's cheesy as chuff, isn't it? Like a what's it and
Like a pepperami dipped in cottage cheese.
yeah, what are those French service station snacks with the that I
Knick-knacks.
love? No, the Emmental ones.
The fiery ones.
No, the Emmental ones that you hate. They smell like cock.
Are they called the JHS Cock Crisps?
The James Holland munchies. Tip of the week.
When cleaning your bike, just get a little bit of rag, right, and this can save hundreds and hundreds of pounds on your forks. Just take your rag and clean around the inside of your forks, and then the corrosion doesn't happen and rot your forks, and then you have to have new fork stanchions, saving yourself hundreds of pounds.
And that was James Holland, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, James. Excellent tip, as always. Quite cheesy, a bit cheesy, but anyway. What's next, Chris?
Next is a item that is very dear to my heart. It's probably dear to your heart. And actually, talking about hearts is probably quite relevant. And it was this was sparked off watching myself back on last week's show and thinking that I definitely have put on a little bit of porky pies.
Timber.
So, welcome to the segment called Fat Chat. Basically, this is us having an open and honest discussion about being fat.
And it's not okay to be obese.
And it's not okay to be obese because you die from COVID if you're obese. But this year, I want to try and do some racing this year.
Yep.
It looks like maybe the Mini Twin series, which is only a 650 bike, and
the 125s, not forget, which is even more so.
And the 125,
Yeah.
even more so. So it's a vested interest to, and not only because I'm embarrassed by how I look, really. I just feel quite sad about it.
But it's another project during lockdown, isn't it? It's another goal.
Is.
You know, you're working away week by week, going, let's get out of this shithole.
But I just feel that everyone else is like super fit through lockdown.
No, they're not, mate.
No? That's what it's made out to be. Like all these people are like,
No.
I've run like 10k a day.
No.
Really?
Don't
I've eaten like Watsits, Knick-knacks, Quavers, Pepperamis.
But they're a protein kick.
And here's another thing about protein. Why when you go into a petrol station now or a service station, is every single fucking snack...
Chocolate bar. I know.
But it's a protein chocolate bar.
I know.
What?
Yeah, when did it change?
Or even, I just want like a tracker or a traditional nut bar. I don't want a protein bar because I don't know what a protein bar is going to do to you. If you just sat there eating that whey protein stuff, and didn't work out, you'd become absolutely obese.
Yeah, you would.
So why do I want a fat chocolate bar?
And this is the thing. I think over the years, this protein thing has become. Yeah, it's like a buzzword, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like pepperami, protein kick. Everything's a protein kick. And I'll tell you now, what people don't understand is that if you eat too much protein, it goes the other way. You get fatter.
Exactly.
So
basically too much of anything.
Yeah.
The simple. Anyway, I've been doing some research, and I have an electric bicycle. So this week I've been trying to come in and out of the studio on said electric bicycle. Right, I'm out here in the boonies, braving the disgusting rain, mud and winter on my trusty e-bike, which if any of you say it's cheating, I will debate you when I get back to the studio. And yeah, I just had to take my cagoule off because I'm sweating like a bastard. And I'm also looking pretty damn cycly. I didn't even know, but RST makes cycling gear. They have a cycle division called Cycle Division. Anyway, the wind is just ridiculous, and the things people go through to lose a bit of weight. I'm just going to stop eating chocolate, but yeah, almost there now. Oh, and another top tip. I found my cycling gloves really didn't do any justice to warmth. These are my adventure motorcycle gloves, so they've got enough feel to be able to use the bike gears, but also they have enough warmth to protect my freezing hands in these sub-zero almost temperatures. Back to the studio. In fact, back to the weigh-in, because I'm going to weigh myself, because I bought some scales from Argos yesterday. Argos isn't a sponsor, should be though. So I'm going to weigh myself and see if I have improved. So now it's the weigh-in time. So I weighed myself last week, the day after the shoot. I weighed myself on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm not happy to say this, but it was an embarrassing 109.7
109?
kilos.
No, it was 107, wasn't it?
109.
109?
Yeah. I've actually got the data right here. Let's have a little look. Bear with
That's like 17 stone.
And the rest. 109.7. Although I didn't, this was in the evening, and I've never really weighed myself, and I didn't really understand. I've looked into it. It's the wrong time of the day, and I had trousers on.
Oh.
So, and a full sack. So it might, the first one might be slightly conflicted, but my average body fat was 29.7, which is just nudging into the obese category.
Well, yeah, I mean, they round it up, don't they, to make you sound obese, but you're actually not at the moment. Yeah. So well done, Chris. You got to look for the positive in this. Yeah.
Well, that was a marker, and then so throughout this week I've been cycling and watching my weight, and I've definitely been under eating my calorific intake and all this stuff that I don't really understand. But the net result is, even with the miscalculation of the start, I've been losing about half a kilogram a day. So today,
well done, Chris.
as we're sat here,
well done.
I am 104.9 and a body fat of 23.1.
Well done.
Yeah, it does mean that I've had to eat Ryvita all week, and it's shit.
Dust, anyone? Dust?
It's just, it's pretty gross. But, you know, I feel better. So let's keep on going. So that's the target. So my target is 95 kilos. I think is a realistic.
That's good going.
Weight.
That's very good.
Is it?
That's 5 kilos you lost already.
Yeah, I mean, take off maybe 2 kilos for the inaccurate weight at the start and the poo.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty happy with that.
I want to get to 90 kilos.
Which is probably right, because I'm quite tall.
Yes. Yeah.
And a bigger foot.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the moment, when I went to the doctors last week.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Right.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So I weighed myself at home and the doctor's scales, and they both said 99 kilos. So I was a little bit, because I put on 4 kilos, and that was that was like October time when I did lots of training on the mountain bike, and now I'm sort of obviously Christmas lockdown, etc. It's not too bad, but 90 is the goal. So every week we will be having a weigh-in.
And we would like to encourage you to do it too.
Yes.
You don't have to do it. If you don't want to,
show us your guts.
Yeah. So this is a sharing man's club.
Yeah.
And women can share as well if they want. Let's just try and do it together. And see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's that time, Chris. What have you been up to this week?
This week I have been, what have I done? Oh, it's over there actually. So I had a carbon tail for my Ducati 916.
Carbon
916. And a quite standard RI lid. And I passed it over to my mate over at Ad Signs, who did the BBB bike and that sign up there, for a wrapping. So rather than having to paint carbon and sort of ruin it, I'm indecisive. So I can now update and change it. And actually, it looks pretty spectacular. It's over there. I might get it in a minute.
I mean, that's a proper Ducati fanboy spec, isn't it?
What, a mono seat with a carbon cutout of the
Yeah, and the matching helmet.
And the helmet, yeah, I mean the helmet was a Concept X, which is called the Rapide here, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it wrapped pretty well, and there's a quick fix to do if we're going to do a special feature, to wrap a helmet pretty quickly. I mean, I don't know what it does to the. Arai probably wouldn't like you doing it. I don't know, because some helmet manufacturers say can't even put a sticker on, don't they? But I think that's the least of your worries, hurtling towards a wall at 150, isn't it?
Fuck it. Oh, I think that's it. It's gone.
What have you been doing?
Thanks for asking, Chris. Well, this week we've been manic. I mean, there's some stuff we can't talk about. There's a bike under embargo that we went to see.
Was that the one we just looked at?
No, that was something else.
Oh.
That we went to see yesterday, and all will be revealed tomorrow, actually. By the time you watch this, it'll be next Tuesday, so tomorrow. And yeah, apart from that, me and Boothie went to Moto Trainer UK. Now, this is a cool concept. A motorcycle simulator with a real motorcycle, with potentiometers and sensors and software and all sorts, and springs and all sorts. It's basically the closest thing you can get to a motorcycle simulator. You know, there's car simulators that cost 200,000, 300, hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Very expensive.
This is the closest thing to it. It's Italian made. The guys have come over here and they've now started launching it in the UK, and we were the first in the UK to be asked.
Nice.
So a bit of an exclusive.
I heard you broke it because the springs weren't strong enough.
I didn't break it. Boothie did, and Boothie actually crashed it. But again, that will be
Well,
out.
that makes a change.
Yeah, a bike on a stand. He still managed to crash the fucker.
Did he break anything this time?
No,
As his own body?
No.
Okay, thank God for that.
His RST gear and Arai helmet hooked him up beautifully. So
Nice.
And talking of RST, is that time, Chris?
I think it's time.
I think it's time.
Yeah. So, as mentioned earlier, RST saw this fantastic program last week, as did many of you, and they want to get involved. And what they've done and what they're proposing to do is basically give us a shitload of amazing giveaways. We're not just talking gloves or a pair of boots or a belt.
Undersuit.
Or pants.
Which are brilliant.
Although the pants are the best pants I've ever worn.
And socks.
Yeah. Beautiful. No, they've officially given us a 4.1 airbag suit. Is that it? V4.
A V4.1 airbag suit with a year's subscription. So that whole package is worth about £1,100.
Yeah, and that'll be measured, like we'll fit it to you. And
it's not custom, but it will be measured.
It'll be in your size. And that's exactly what we wear on our track days, on our road superbike tests. So it's top-notch kit, kangaroo leather. It's pretty bloody sexy.
I will say as well, there's lots of these sort of sexy Gucci Italian manufacturers who claim their race suits are made in the same factory as their off-the-peg stuff, and that could not be further from the truth. Whereas RSC stuff is always made in the same factory. The stuff that we wear, the stuff that general public can have, the stuff that Alex Lowe's wears, it's all made in the same factory. So it's good.
You've basically been rubbing skins with Alex Lowe's.
And how are we going to play this then, Chrissy Wissy? Because I think the best way to do it, we want you guys to...
I think, we had a bit of a chat off camera. I think we want you to justify to us why you think you deserve it. And it's not a sob story. It might be a sob story. It could be anything.
Don't give them clues. No,
okay.
Just say, you have to justify, give us the exact reason why you should win this suit in the comments below.
On YouTube channel. And we'll probably post it on Instagram, etc.
Yes.
But we'll direct you to the YouTube comments, to this video, and then write #RST. Because I don't know why, but I think it works.
RST Moto. We are RST. We are...
is it? What is it?
Let's have a look.
Hold on.
Yes, the official hashtag we'd like you to use in the comments with your comments is #WeAre, the words we are, RST, the letters RST.
Couldn't be simpler. And hopefully...
A bit like you.
I think I'm quite a complex individual, actually, but that's for next week.
Yeah.
So on that note, we hope you've enjoyed this show, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Bye-bye for now.
hope you're all hanging loose out there like me. Fred Sheeran.